What are you waiting for? Start playing as me today.
And those are the starting lineups. So kick back, get your popcorn ready. We'll be back in just a moment. Hi, everybody. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. Alongside Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce on the sidelines. Allie, it's all yours.
The Mavericks last season traded away Kristaps Porzingis. Can they?
Thanks, Allie. And tonight, we're looking at two teams who make their living beyond the arc, Grant.
Yeah, they love to shoot the three-point shot, and they do it effectively. And, of course, that means these two teams understand the importance of good spacing. They're great shooters on both sides, to be sure, but motion and ball movement are the real keys to their three-point attacks.
And a look at Minnesota's opening lineup. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Rudy Gobert is out there with Kyle Anderson. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. And for the Mavericks, they've got Reggie Bullock, Kyrie Irving out there with Luka Doncic. Then there's Dwight Powell, and it's Hardaway in at the 3 spot. Here's Gobert. After the Mavericks picking up a basket just a moment ago. Count it.
Boy, Rudy Gobert, usually the recipient of that kind of pass. That was nicely done, Rudy.
Conley against Doncic. Oh, he's way off from outside. Now the Timberwolves with it. Last time they met in Minneapolis.
They just couldn't get it done against this team last time. Their starters got into quick trouble because of some cheap fouls.
You know, you try to establish consistent substitution patterns. It helps you stay in a rhythm, and they had to go to their bench much too early.
And, you know, you felt this coming ever since summer league. The idea of Kyrie Irving out of Brooklyn. Now, we all know the two sides just couldn't see a long-term future together, so the Nets were able to send Irving away and get something before he left in free agency.
Outside Conley. Pass to McDaniels. Yes, it's good.
Well, we've come to expect this from Mike Conley, putting the pass on time and on target.
And that streaking rack attack is the Mobile One drive.
You're toasting the defense and getting in close. They'll take possessions like that one all day.
For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Back to Edwards. Lets the 3 fly. They get it back. Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Well, Rudy Gobert securing the board and making sure to convert.
Shot is good. Off the back rim and in. Irving's got 7.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes play. Fires from the wing. Another one falls for Dallas.
Well, you know that Kyrie is going to be looking for a shot in that situation. It isn't hard for him to find one ever, it seems.
And Minnesota calls time here. You know, one thing Kyrie Irving has talked about is reclaiming his power, Greg.
Well, he has stopped listening to the outside voices telling him what to do. Finding his own purpose and his identity. And at times, that's meant being something of a renegade.
McGee, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Christian Wood comes in for Bullock. To the paint. Kicks it out to Anderson. Back to Edwards. No one near him. Here's Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
Rudy Gobert emphatically finishes that one. Nicely done.
Wood passes to Hardaway. To the inside. Outside for Irving. Six to shoot. And here's Doncic outside. The rebound by the Timberwolves.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
Anderson can't get it to go. Dallas has gone 2 of 5 from deep, and that's out of bounds. Dallas will keep it.
Extremely fortunate they didn't lose the ball there.
Noel, he's checked in for Conley.
Jalen Noel.
McGee passes to Irving. And the bucket count. and he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play.
Defensive foul. Kyle.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Rivers is checked in.
First team foul. Now at the line for your Mavericks, Kyrie Irving. One shot.
That free throw good from Irving.
This guy is an absolutely electric talent, can completely take over a game. Kyrie Irving able to be a facilitator, a scorer, and we know he doesn't duck the big moments.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well. Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Well, you know the Timberwolves are a young squad, Doris. When will it be their time, you think?
I think, B.A., when you have a talent that is the anchor of your organization, which they have in Karl Anthony Towns, Cat is one of the most talented big men, most polished offensive players that we've seen in the NBA. Couple him with Anthony Edwards and Rudy Gobert, and I think you now have to start looking to be a consistent winner. I am anxious to see what this team does this year.
Sinks it from distance.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Pass to Noel.
Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was right on top of him.
Here's Irving. Banked it in off the glass. Irving's got 14.
He's putting on a show this quarter, and the team's feeding off his energy.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Edwards, a pass to Anderson. Back to Edwards. Will it go? Wood grabs the board.
This has not been his best quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Sends it home from three-point land. Give him 8.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
Pass to Rivers. Back to Edwards. He hits the back iron and sinks it.
Boy, what a good-looking stroke. Ready on the catch, Anthony Edwards. That jumper is nice.
Here's Irving. Oh, and he hits it at the buzzer.
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
Well, finishing quarter strong. Every coach preaches it. Nice work.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks in command with a 13-point lead at the end of the quarter. They put in work down low, getting in close and scoring in bunches. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this.
You know what time it is, man. Here it comes.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
We've also seen them show a willingness to take advantage of the mid-range opportunities. The defense conceding these looks, and they're cashing in.
Luka Doncic is out there with Kyrie Irving. Then it's Tim Hardaway. Then there's Christian Wood. And it's McGee in at the 5 down low. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. And a second look at that rejection, taking no prisoners on defense there.
Oh, showing no signs of giving up this lead. That block sent shockwaves into the opposition sails.
From deep, Conley.
Their offense isn't helping them tonight. Too many missed opportunities.
To the middle. Doncic passes to Irving. The shot is good. Doncic making the play. Irving's got 18 points in the game.
Yeah, and Christian Wood moving here to the Mavs over the summer. Now, the Mavs knew they wanted more size, so they sent a number of players in exchange, but they got a deadly weapon to help them this season.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Brian. Well, Luka Doncic, an all-star from the second season, and every year he's one of the favorites for MVP. But Luka says, quote, "I still haven't won anything, so I've got a long way to go." Brian, if you didn't catch it, team success is the metric. He says the key is to win a championship.
Well, he certainly gives him a chance to do just that, Alan. Thank you.
Edwards, such an explosive scorer. You don't want to concede that three-point shot. Boy, that's going to make him feel good.
And it's Irving missing.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's McDaniels. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Down low. Outside Irving. Shot clock at 6 from 18 feet away. Another one falls for Dallas.
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
Minnesota calls timeout. Last game matched up with the Grizzlies. A tough loss there.
It's simple. Your defense has to be razor sharp on the road. You really want to take the crowd out of the game. Easier said than done.
I'll tell you this, it looked like they wanted to get out of town as quickly as possible. The problem is their defense went with them.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Bullock's checked in. McGee with a steal. Pass to Doncic. And Doncic hammers it home.
Well, the tight handle allows Luka Doncic to make the pretty move off the bounce.
Now here's Conley. 9 points in his last outing. Outside McDaniels. Here's Edwards. He's guarded by Irving. Back to Daniels. Pass to Anderson. Bullock puts it in.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Irving against Edwards. Outside Irving. Over Edwards. And it's Dallas scoring again. And you listen to the great defenders. They talk about disrupting the rhythm of a score. Doris, how do they accomplish that?
I think it can occur, Brian, in any number of ways. The first thought you have, obviously, is being physical, obviously within the rules. You can try to deny touches. You can try to deny spots on the floor that players are trying to get to. It can also be psychological. Try to get under the skin of the offensive player you're contending with.
I just love the ball movement.
Here's Edwards. Another miss by Minnesota. And Dallas with possession. They're on a 12-3 run. Inside, McGee. Basket is good. Nice setup from Irving. McGee's got his first 2 points.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
And Minnesota calls time here. And this Mavericks team, Grant, they're loaded up on shooters who can hurt you from outside.
And that's the way they should be built. Force teams to spread out and give Luka space. And when the Mavs get hot from outside, they are dangerous.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Gobert's checked in for Reed. Rivers comes in for McDaniels. And it's Noel in for Conley. Here's Noel. He's been a consistent contributor, averaging just over 11 a game.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
Making plays at both ends of the floor, and it shows up in the box score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
And up the court they come. The Mavericks on the break. Outside for Irving. Three-pointer. Drills it from deep. Irving's got 9 points now in the quarter. We've got 1:28 left in the second quarter. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Offensive rebound. Back to Noel. Tries to snap the cold streak. And out of bounds. Dallas will have it. Prince is checked in for the Timberwolves.
Torian Prince.
Here's Doncic. He's got 10. From deep three-point range, Anderson pulls it down.
He has that confidence rolling, hitting 2 threes in the first, but he hasn't had one since. Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
Now here's Doncic, an elite offensive player, averaging just over 33 a game.
Their success from mid-range has really set them apart today.
Here's Anderson, and it's good. First made shot in 4 attempts.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
And that replay showed how sensational that drive truly was.
Oh, and trailing by double digits, who can you count on to continue to battle? He's answering in the affirmative.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Kicks it out to Anderson. From 10 feet away, 2 points. That one goes.
Assisted.
Anderson's gotten his second bucket.
Well, the coaching staff loves seeing this kind of playmaking from Austin Rivers, the willingness to share the basketball.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Anderson inside, guarded by Doncic, and they've stopped the action here. They're using their coach's challenge to see if they can get this foul overturned.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look so the officials can be sure they get it right. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he still peeved.
The Mavericks making a switch here. The first one falls. And Anderson drops them both. And here are the Mavericks now. Next up, they'll face the Nuggets in Denver. And that'll be their only game on the road before heading back home.
You just want Kyrie Irving to keep his foot on the gas pedal. He's cooking offensively. Keep it going.
Kyrie Irving has been on display for the Dallas Mavericks, absolutely carrying the offense. He ends the quarter with 14. More 2K action in just a moment.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Kyrie Irving was red hot to start the first. He had 30 points, 3 assists, and 1 steal. And from what we saw so far from the Mavericks, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
Well, when you pass the ball the way they have, Ernie, I mean, this is the kind of scoring line you expect. The guys are in total sync, and the difference is the ball movement. I mean, they're moving the ball around, and it's striking.
Shaq, what you think about Minnesota?
Well, they're not finding good shots, and that starts with their ball movement. Too much hero basketball. They need to sharpen up the attack. More motion, quick cuts, get the ball inside. There's no way they're coming back with that type of play.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel.
Joel, what up?
Look who's coming out on the floor, everyone.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Well, you look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he's been everywhere.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
Well, the break certainly didn't have a cooling effect on him at all. He's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
On the court for Minnesota, filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Kyle Anderson is out there with Rudy Gobert, and it's Conley in at the 1. And we just had to see that mobile 1 drive one more time. Great stuff.
Yeah, no doubt about it. He's been a force of nature, and that drive, just another of his great plays this game.
And Tim Hardaway Jr., a valuable offensive weapon, even if he's a bit of a volume shooter, Greg.
Yeah, B.A., I mean, his efficiency has never been a selling point, but he consistently will fill up the box score and always willing to shoot and can create for himself.
Well, the 7-footer Gobert, the alley-oop finish, my goodness, the Stifle Tower with the score.
Here's Doncic. And score it. That now makes him 7 for 11 in this game.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Once again, an explosive highlight on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Anderson can't get it to go. Dallas has gotten 6 of 11 threes to go in this game. And Irving gets it to go.
Wow, what a start. 3 for 3. Terrific play calling. Everything clicking out of the gates here.
Outside Conley. Here's McDaniels. Gobert. It's good on the putback.
This guy's so dangerous on the offensive glass, and you love to see it jam it home and leave no doubt.
Conley against Doncic. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
Defensive foul.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
McGee, he's checked in for the Mavericks.
At the line for one.
That's good from Doncic.
And you look at the intangibles of Luka Doncic. He has some of the best court awareness in the league, and that shows up most with his passing and body control.
Now here's Edwards. He's got 9. Now McGee. Pass to Doncic. Irving up top, guarded by Edwards. Got a hand on it, and they'll keep possession. Kicks it out to Hardaway. 3 on the clock. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. The Timberwolves have gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. And the way Doncic can feel the defenders around him speaks to his great court sense, Greg.
No question. And the elite footwork he has makes the most of it. I mean, one of the best at shielding defenders with his body. It's really how he can navigate through a defense with ease.
Now here's Hardaway. 7 points in the game. 20 feet out. Jump shot is good. Irving's got 34.
Well, you love that they've been able to rely on him time and time again. You love the effort here late.
Edwards against Irving. To the inside. Tipped. Here's Doncic. And Doncic with the jam.
Kyrie Irving understands how to find an open teammate. Puts it exactly where it needs to be.
The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 8 in the third. Here's Conley on target from about 13 feet. Conley's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Very clever how he creates space against the bigger defender.
I'll tell you, the analytics crew may not like the mid-range, but sometimes you just got to put it in the basket.
Now here's Anderson. 9 points in the game. Back to Conley.
2 minutes remaining.
Outside McDaniels. The 3 ball. Can't get it to drop, and it's Dallas the other way. Doncic outside. Here's Irving. The shot is good. Doncic making the play. Doncic has got 9 assists in the game. Great passing.
And in trading for Rudy Gobert, the Timberwolves taking a Twin Towers approach with 2 7-footers in their front court. Of course, the outstanding shooting of Karl-Anthony Towns means that spacing shouldn't be much of a concern.
Now here's Doncic. He's got 21.
Well, 2 long-range bombs in the first, but that's stalled out right now.
To the paint. Kicks it out to Anderson. 14 feet away. Hardaway grabs the board. Hardaway's got 5 rebounds in the game. Irving for 3. He drops it from range. Irving's got 39.
Kyrie Irving from range. That is such a beautiful looking shot.
Conley finds Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. Oh, McGee with the block.
I'll tell you, no matter what he does, he can't find his rhythm, and you get the sense he's starting to press a little bit.
Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
Pinson, he's checked in for Hardaway. And a new group getting ready for the Timberwolves. Reed's checked in for Anderson. Prince comes in for McDaniels. Rivers is checked in for Edwards. And it's Noel in for Mike Conley. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Noel. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Pinson. And good. Coming on the assist by Irving.
Well, this is why Kyrie Irving can make a defense look bad. He can beat you with his scoring or his passing.
Oh, no good. The dry spell continues. And as we conclude the third, pretty much a blowout here. It's been a one-sided affair. Mavericks ahead, running away with it. After a quick break, we're coming right back with the start of the fourth quarter. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. We've got JaVale McGee. Tim Hardaway is out there with Reggie Bullock. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Doncic in at the point guard position. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
Yeah, what stood out to me was their passing. They moved the ball effortlessly and have been able to find those holes in the defense.
I think the other thing they've done exceptionally well tonight is shoot the mid-range and take advantage of those opportunities. Anytime they're given a look, they have delivered. Boy, guys, with that appearance in the Western Conference Finals, it certainly feels like the Dallas Mavericks took a huge step forward. They played to their strengths. Obviously, the axis is Luka Doncic and his incredible skill set.
Now here's Irving. Outside Hardaway. Offensive board. Doncic outside. Hits a three-pointer. Doncic has got 6 points in the quarter.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Minnesota with the ball. Right, it almost seems like last year we were seeing the team Dallas had been waiting for, Doris.
It seems, B.A., they finally figured out what pieces need to be fit around Luka Doncic. Obviously, you need high-caliber shooting across positions. The one thing I think they need to continue thinking about is that rim protector and vertical threat.
You know, there was a time years ago when the Mavericks were one of the NBA's shakiest teams. Now they're one of its proudest franchises.
Now here's Irving. 20 feet out. Another one falls for Dallas.
Well, they're just riding the hot hand down the stretch, and he's been in a zone all night.
Pass to Rivers. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock. Here's Prince from deep. Another miss by Minnesota. And you can attribute the Mavs' rise to stable ownership and some very savvy front office moves.
Yeah, so true, B.A. They've made some great decisions in the draft, for sure. They've been able to find cornerstone players and build solid rosters around them.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
On the wing, Noel. Pass to Reed. Here's Rivers. Clock at 6. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Prince can't hit.
And they're ahead right now because they're working so hard on the glass.
And bottom line, more boards means more possession.
Oh, wow! Are you kidding me?
He's hit 4 now from behind the arc. Two in each half, making an impact.
Back to Noel. Grant, you look at the playoffs last year. I mean, a lot of big-name stars struggled to deliver. Is that every year, or you think that was an anomaly?
You know, B.A., I think it was a bit of an anomaly. I mean, I think you think what's happened in the league in the last few years with the bubble and then the restart last season, there's been a lot of basketball played, and I think it's impacted a lot of players. So I think moving forward, we'll get back to a level of normalcy with the rest and recovery of the offseason. And big-name stars will continue to excel and thrive in the years to come.
Here's Rivers. And he can't stop the drought. Another miss. The Mavericks have gotten 6 of 8 shots to fall during this fourth. Releases. Another one falls for Dallas.
Well, the key there is Kyrie Irving did a great job setting up his defender on the pick and roll, and it led to the score.
Here's Knight. Nice follow-through on the fadeaway.
Boy, that's as wide open as you're going to get. The defense needs to lock in and be better than that.
Doncic is doubled. Fadeaway. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Doncic has got 35.
Now, this guy is just a great decision maker with the ball in his hands. This time, Doncic takes what the defense allows. That's the mid-range game.
Here's Prince. And the layup falls.
Pulling no punches, attacking the heart of that defense.
And that was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, bringing you the sauce. Doncic outside. And Grant, as NBA players start to have more of a platform, we still hear those who say, shut up and dribble. What are your thoughts about this?
I think it's silly and it's unfortunate. And if you don't like it, then change the channel. But players today, matter of fact, everybody today has a voice through their social media channels, and it just so happens that NBA players have large platforms that reach people all over the world.
Yeah, don't expect the players to be anything other than themselves.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
55 seconds left in the fourth.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Mavericks.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And this will give them win number 32 on the year so far.
And big-time bragging rights won today, just grabbing that season series.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Kyrie Irving.
Efficient productivity. You love what this guy has given to you on the offensive end.
Almost converts despite the contact.
That free throw good from Irving.
2 shots.
And so he hits both. And now they decide to foul intentionally. Timeout called. The Mavericks.
Third team foul.
They're leading. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. All right, guys, what's your take?
If they're hoping to wrap this one up.
It's not completely over, and they know that. But if they carry out their game plan, they should be golden.
All right, time now to present our New Balance Player of the Game, Kyrie Irving.
This is special. We are witnessing a legendary performance here tonight. He is like levels above everyone else on the floor. Something must have clicked for him in warm-ups tonight. He's just come out and he has run wild.
You know, I got to applaud his incredible energy out there tonight. Losing again was not an option for him. He wouldn't settle for anything other than a win. And the first one at the line is good. And that's good as he hits both shots. Here's Doncic. No need to shoot. This one is done.
Yes, they've got to be happy with tonight's effort.
Here's McLaughlin, and they go to the intentional foul.
Third personal foul.
First free throw is good.
At the line for the Timberwolves.
It's both from the stripe. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wood.
That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
5 ticks left to play in the fourth quarter. And an intentional foul right there.
Second personal foul.
First one falls for him.
At the line for the Timberwolves.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Here's Doncic, and he buries that one. Back rim and in.
With very little left on the clock, they've got a comfortable lead, and the fans are loving it.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
The first free throw is good, and Dallas calls time here. All right, guys, what do you think?
And they're hoping to wrap this one up.
It's not completely over, and they know that. But if they carry out their game plan, they should be golden.
Get out of your seat and make some noise!
And so he makes both from the line. And so it's the Mavericks taking care of business in this one. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your fans. This team really showed what it's capable of.
And now let's check in with Allie LaForce with the player of the game. Allie.
Kyrie, the offense was clicking tonight. Can you talk about the impact of ball movement on your success?
It's very important. When we trust each other like that on both ends of the floor, especially offensively, it makes it easier for all of us to be aggressive, and I think that we did a great job of that tonight. We just got to keep it going. Fans deserve us to move up in these standings, man. We got some work to do. We got some work to do.
This team is as deep as it gets. They're all willing to put the work in, guys.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll do it, folks. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching tonight's game. We'll see you later.